Okay, after many months, 2 YouTube videos, and I thought there was one other thing, but I finally decided to do a long-awaited room tour. Now, if you guys remember months ago after we moved, I had the idea of maybe doing this. Again, so many months later, here we are. I honestly hope you guys like these kind of videos. I mean, so after I don't know how many times I'm trying to film this, I'm just gonna get right, jump right into it. Now the lighting in here is not the greatest. Okay. There was a part of this room that I thought was kind of neat that I, of course, not only decided to show that off, but of course everything else as well. This room definitely needs some work. There's plenty of upgrades that, need upgraded, of course. I'm still trying to kind of organize. I mean, it's not as bad as it was, but there's so much, there's very little space in here where I can put things, unfortunately. But yeah, so here we are. That's why we are looking at not only the floor, but a random trash bag with paintings in it. So let's just try and dive right into this again. So here is the door. It's a door, of course. Now, if we get a little closer, you will notice that no, it is not close all the way. It is missing a piece there. I don't know what to call it. That would help with that issue. I honestly don't even know why. But did try to get a new one from Lowe's after we had moved and everything, but it was too big and just never got another one. So here is where we are still. Of course, displayed some posters in St. JC, and then my Backstreet Boys poster board that I put together back in 2019, which is why that I've waited 26 years. Because, of course, I'll get a little closer, show you guys some stuff I drew out, typed on my laptop, and printed out. Goes back to the drawing out stuff. Now, for not being able to draw people too well, I actually did pretty good at this one. I don't know how, but it's still kind of it, but it's not as bad as it could be. You can tell who they are. If you're old enough. No shame for, But here I added the ticket. Again, 2019, when I finally got to see them live after that long. Of course, made this because I had seen so many videos on social media of people making their own, not only concerts, but also sporting events and whatnot. But I never brought mine. I honestly don't know why, but here we are. Still, of course, display it proudly. And yes, again, if you guys been here for a while, I love more than one woman. Okay, grew up with many, so the love for many is gonna be there. Move over to this wall. Now, I am not crazy about the color. Now we are able to do what we want in this house. We can paint it if we want. I just want to know what color. it's a little too dark for me. I don't know if the people, whoever had this room, did that themselves, or if it was like that when they had moved in, but here we are. You guys probably have seen these posters in the background of in the last house. So those two and this one I actually got from a friend of my sister's a while back. They were framed, but they were broken, so of course I ditched them. Celebrity poster that I framed that I got from their website a while back. I took that out of the record from the Christmas album, of course, and just decided to frame it, or not frame, but you know what I mean, display it. More poster boards that I've made. These two were from old calendars. I think I had 2019 and I think 2020 as well. Obviously, I decided to cut them out and display them, as well as stuff that I drew out like this. Again, can't draw people too well, so that's why there's no faces. And then their logo that I drew out as well. Those tickets are unfortunately not from theirs. I did not, unfortunately, get the privilege like I wanted to see them live as a kid. You know, that's just unfortunately how life worked out. You know, I still wish I did. I still hope to, honestly, you know. After 30 years, it would be great. But these are from Justin, seeing him live. My first time finally in 2013. And then second time, 2018. 5 days before my birthday. Now, quick little fun fact, I guess we'll call it, about the first time. So, I had felt fine the entire day. You know, I was pumped. I had just gone through a breakup. You know, maybe not even 10 days before, after 2 months. It's another story. So, of course, he didn't go with me. My dad, being the MVP he is, went with me. You know, took me rather, you know. So, we had stopped to get food and then made our way downtown. You know, get there, obviously go to the merch table, get a shirt. Went to our seats. Had a drunk lady sit by me who kept telling me, she told me at least twice of how many times she's seen him live. You know, the stories I have about certain concerts that I could do a video, maybe. But he comes out, you know, he's doing his thing. He gets to the point where he's performing Cry Me a River, one of my absolute favorite songs on his first album. Okay. And he was almost done. I started not to feel right. Okay, stomach kind of hurt, was feeling a little nauseous. Now, he took a break after that. I don't know how long, but probably not too long. If I had to guess anyway, of course. So made our way towards the bathroom. Line was too long. Unfortunately, we decided to leave. You know, play it safe. Now, I at first was just thinking, okay, maybe that time. You know, if you girls, you know. She, you know what. Now, granted, I don't know if maybe I would have preferred that. Sort of. But my diabetes was not my best friend that night for some reason. You know, again, after going the whole day and feeling fine. You know, and again, first time seeing him of all times. You know. But ended up in the hospital the next day. Now, again, thankfully, with him had been then an hour and a half away. The second time, years later, thankfully that time went just perfect. posters or calendars that I used. Or, yeah, you know what I mean? Added all the hits, of course. More wall art over here. Now, I don't have a lot of wall room either in this house for some reason, but, well, not for some reason, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I have filmed this so many times. Tried. Of course, NSYNC, Maroon 5, which they were my first concert, 2011. Don't remember if I mentioned that earlier about when my first concert was. But they've also had been the band so far that I have seen most live. Some more little wall art things over here. Mirror from Five Below. This Always Halloween Nightmare Before Christmas sign. It does light up. I think I got that from Target a while back. And then this here with my pages. Of course, ASMR. As well as my Facebook art page. All these things are always linked down below, so definitely go support a girl and give her a follow. You know, don't mind the things that I haven't put away yet. I got a pumpkin, a little one, and my niece wanted to paint it, so I just didn't put them away yet. Not gonna go spend too much time here, you know, just your basic things. You know, fan, because obviously some small little Halloween decor. Oogie Boogie pumpkin that does light up. This I got recently, Stitch Squishmallow. Found at Meijer, both of them. Again, I'm not really gonna stay here, go through everything. Of course, not really all that exciting. But nightstand that I think I also got from Target. Just your basic everyday things in there. Pimple patches because they save lives. You know, back scratcher, chapstick and whatnot. Storage thing there. Record player. Move over here to the closet. Okay, nothing exciting. Now, I cannot wait to have my own home where I can actually decorate. Hopefully, have my dream closet I've always wanted, let alone dream home. You know, I know I mentioned that so much, I feel like, but lately, for some reason, even though I'm nowhere near that goal, I am putting it and decorating it in my head already. I don't know why that is, but it tells you I am ready to actually decorate for Halloween. You know, and every other holiday pretty much. Almost. But again, in here, nothing really too exciting, just some art supplies. Again, I kind of have to fix from her. Storage cubes with stuff in it and whatnot. Some little storage things up there. You know, again, nothing exciting. Another bag of paintings that I really want to give to good homes. You know, I brought so many over here. Most I probably didn't even need to, but kind of just sat here for a little bit. I had thought about throwing them away in the trash, you know, but I worked too hard on those to just do that. I can't bring myself to do it. So, if anyone is interested, go give my page a like and a follow. Look through it if you want. But yeah, I don't know. I make posts about it all the time on my page and my personal page, but I always end up deleting it. So if someone you know, co-worker, friend, cousin, aunt, uncle, what have you, is maybe looking for some colorful wall art, you know, I have plenty of Halloween stuff in there too. Definitely go check it out. Just still have some random things things here still. Ring light that I use to film. Here is the feature that I mentioned earlier. This is a chalkboard. Home sweet home. This was written here when we moved in. This over here, my niece did. But of course, this whole half of the wall is a chalkboard. And most of the reason why I don't have a lot of room on my walls. TV, because of course, don't mind all the random stuff I have sitting out here still. I have to put them away. I'm not really gonna spend too much time, but TV stand that I need a new one of. Laptop and what have you down there. My little classic Nintendo there. To have the bigger one, but glitches. This drawer, again, just has your random things in here. It's almost like a junk drawer at this point, ish. But some important things in here. Chargers, stuff for my microphones to film, headphones that I don't really wear, honestly. Switch, games for my Switch, which I only have 3, so if you guys can recommend some, feel free. Beats headphone case that I do use. But again, nothing exciting. Bed, again, don't mind. I still have to put this back together. We had my niece technically yesterday as I upload this, but she kind of played with a little bit of things. I have to, that. Again, nothing special. I know it's a bed headboard that's not screwed to my bed. Random things there I have hanging from it. I'm gonna go kind of quickly because I don't want to be here too long. Again, I have to put this kind of back together. She was playing with some things. But I just have some little trinkets here. Of course, my NSYNC Funko Pops, and again, are kind of spread out all over the place. They're bobbleheads. The 2000 tour, the Untour 2000 collector's edition of the marionette dolls. I do have the bigger individual ones, but again, not a lot of room in here, so they're still packed at the moment. The Little People figures found on Amazon. Can try to kind of decorate a little bit for Halloween, as I do usually in my room. The Jack Skeletons do light up, more pumpkins. Of course, alarm clock, because obviously. Some Legos that I decided not to take apart. Again, some other little trinket stuff. A whole bunch of Disney here. Books. Friends stuff is down here. Friends Polly Pocket. Friends little figures. That storage cube has snacks in there because obviously, that bandit's gotta eat because, of course. Move over to the wall. Well, curtains, blackout curtains, because they save lives. On the other curtains, I do have more bat lights. They both are purple. I got these from Michael's. Sally doll calendar, because of course. Little net here that I believe I got from Five Below that I kind of just stuck some stuff on. I mean, not only, squishmallows and, some random little stuffed animals. Just some. I have plenty more that I have another one of these nets, but I don't have anywhere to put it right now. Indian's dog. has special effects makeup. I hope still. Family, me, my sister, my grandfathers, my Uncle Ed both passed away. Some insane cards that I decided to frame. I have like a whole video on my main channel. Again, everything's always linked down below, but I showed off my insane collection. So if you guys want to see more of that, there's plenty of stuff here that I don't have at the moment. Like it's still packed away, or I'm just, not gonna go through it this moment, but definitely go check it out. I made that during COVID. But these cards I actually found on eBay. Travis Calling poster. I mentioned him. I try to mention him a lot, kind of, because he deserves credit. He's been doing some stuff on Dancing with the Stars. His wife is a backup dancer for Ricky Martin. If you know, you know. But go listen to his music. Go check out his covers. Plenty of it is on here. YouTube Music, Spotify, iTunes, what have you. It's worth it, I promise. More of those cards I framed kind of recently. Stitch Ornament, Dreamcatcher, Insane Dice, more cards. Me and my niece at my sister's wedding back during COVID. Pictures I took from my friend's visitation after he passed in 2021. I thought I was going to lose it there. DVDs. These two little expandable folder things, the pink and the blue, actually have drawings in them. The pink one probably a little bit more than the blue at the moment, but still. Ghost pillow that I got from Michael's last year. These little drawer storage things. The white one I got from Michael's. I have all of my drawing supplies in there. This black one here I got from Amazon, has all of my makeup. Just some random things on here. Again, I need to clean this off. Christmas Diet Coke ornament, because, diabetic, I drink it. Found it at Hobby Lobby recently. It's amazing, we haven't even gotten through Halloween, and bam, Christmas is just right there. Like, can't we get through Halloween first? Pictures of my niece, old picture, family. My blood sugar notebooks. One is done, the other one I just started. Olaf little squishy thing. I don't know what you'll call it. But got those at my ear. They were a mystery thing. Not really gonna spend too much time here because, of course, my Blue Yeti microphone that I used to film. This little glass thing that I actually got from Kroger years back at Candy. Everyday little things here. Dresser that I am in need of a new one of. Don't mind all the random stuff I have out. Again, I need to move those somewhere. Jewelry box that I kind of decorated for Halloween, minus the Stitch thing right there. But some keychains. This one from Little Doll from Nightmare Before Christmas, Beetlejuice, Stitch Skeleton, Five Below. Got another one of those little squishy things, I don't know what to call it. The cat jewelry box that I actually got from Sears when they were going out of business. Light that I got from eBay after going through so much trouble of trying to get one kind of like that on Amazon. Halloween small little decor things. The Mickey and Minnie I got from Hobby Lobby. Slinky Pumpkin, another one of those. The Goofy Squishmallow Halloween, again, that I got with the Stitch one I showed you guys earlier. Stereo. I showed this off kind of, well, not really showed off, but I did a short little video on TikTok a little while back, kind of like weeks back, I think, where I listed some things that I did as a kid that I don't understand. This was one of them. Put stickers on here, which tells you how long I've had this. NSYNC poster, because of course. Alright, and there you have it for my little room tour video. Again, I hope you guys enjoy these videos. You know, again, I know it's just a room, but I mean, I don't know. Thumbs it up, of course. Subscribe. Follow me everywhere else. You know, everything's always linked down below. And as always, stay safe out there, and I will see you guys in the next one.